The recorded history of Bimini dates all the way back to 1492, with Columbus coming across the Atlantic Ocean and discovering the Americas. However, it's not until 1513 with Ponce de Leon, goodness, I hope I said that right, he's credited with discovering Florida, even though he didn't. And Bimini apparently shows up in a number of the maps and documents from him. He was on his way, or he was looking around trying to locate the famed Fountain of Youth, which is apparently located on Bimini Island in a marshy, wooded area. If you're on the main island just south of Alistown, and if you watched my other video on the port review, I talk about this particular beach over there too. But this beach is a bit more stony, and they've done a number of dives off of its coast and have found a number of very symmetrical slabs that seem to be placed in particular order that march their way right out into the ocean on the seabed. And so legend has it that not only does Bimini house the Fountain of Youth, a healing hole that you can bathe in that is supposed to relieve you of any infirmaries or illnesses that you're fighting, but also is the starting point for the road that will take you to the lost city of Atlantis. Now, of course, we can't have a story about a Caribbean island in as early as 1513 and not talk about pirates. Pirates were a very real thing in the Bahamas, and there were so many of them that for a while they were actually able to capture and maintain Nassau, Bahamas, from the British. They attacked any ship of any nationality, but the biggest prize were the Spanish galleons that used the Gulf Stream just off the coast of Bimini to take all of their treasures from the New World back to Spain. It's not unreasonable to think that the pirates would use all of the shoals and shallow areas to simply lie in wait while waiting, there it is, for the various ships and the Spanish galleons to pass by. Once that part of history was over, they then converted a lot of the locals unconverted to wreckers and divers, because there was a number of ships that have been sunk in the immediate area due to the shoals and the coral reefs. Wreckers made their living salvaging the cargo ships that had sunk off the reef around Bimini. The 5 founding families of Bimini were licensed wreckers all the way up to 1835. For generations, wrecking or salvaging was the only profitable endeavor you could have in the Bimini or the Bahama areas. Unfortunately or fortunately, lighthouses soon made wrecks less common, and so therefore another industry slowly faded away. Diving, snorkeling, beaching, kayaking, and other natural or nature type activities are now the main draw for Bimini, as well as the resort areas. We've been there a few times. Bimini is one of those ports that when you first get off, you're not sure if there's really a whole lot there. It tends to be one of those where you have to uncover things a little bit at a time if you know the right places to look. The history is there, the people are amazing, and the weather is normally quite comfortable. However, don't forget to wear your sunscreen. The history of Bimini dates all the way back to 1942. Sorry, let's get the numbers right. However, a bulk of it is wreckers made their living going down at
like an unusual detour. Nice, pick up the pace. I head all the way down past the CVS on Markland.
Yeah.
And then I cut left. I go all the way over